Hello everybody, how's it going? It's Treasure Town here, and today I'm going to be presenting on the top 9 most valuable state quarters and their varieties to look for in your change. Some are worth a little bit of money, some are worth a lot of money, but regardless, I think that it would be worth it to stick around and check out the 9 different types. So coming in at number 9 is the 1999 Delaware Spitting Horse. Really what it is it's a die crack. If you can see right here, there is a crack that looks like spit coming from the horse's mouth. It's not worth too much money. They're worth between $2 and $20, but Delaware does have a lot of minted coins. Delaware is a common one, so it's worth just checking if you have one in your change. Next up, number 8 is the 2012 Denali Double Die coin. There's actually 2 different doublings on this coin. The first, it's pretty apparent. On the obverse, it's simply just the unum is doubled, and there's a fair amount of doubling on the obverse of this coin. And then the other one is on the back. It looks like a ram, and there is almost an extra neck. This is a pretty profound example of that doubling, but some of them are much less pronounced. However, it's a good pickup. Denali coins are actually quite rare just to find it in general in circulation, but it would be valued between $3 and $20 as well. Number 7, it is the 2006 Colorado Cud Error. A Cud Error is, as you can see, it's like there's almost an overflow of the edge, and it forms a cud on the side of the coin. For Colorado coins, they're almost always on on this side, like 3 o'clock if it were to be on a clock. This one has a value of between $5 and up to $35, so keep an eye out for this one. Number 6 is the Arizona Extra Cactus Leaves error. It's found obviously on the back, and on the right I have an example of what it should look like, and there's I believe that's JGM, but it's the engraver's initials below the cactus. If you look to your left, now there is an extra leaf almost that covers part of the engraver's initials, and these are worth between $10 and $20, but you can generally tell if the engraver's initials are obscured. Number 5 is the Kansas In God We Rust quarter. Now it's not that they minted it with rust, but rather there's a really weak dye for the T. In this example, you can still see the faint T, and in this, you really cannot, but that's what ends up happening. And this has a value of about $15 to $35, so even at the low end, it's still a relatively desirable coin. And next is when we start getting to some more valuable varieties. Number 4 is the Wyoming Double Die Reverse. On the back, it's like a bucking horse, and in this, it's pretty tough to see from this view, but I put an arrow there, or the photo did, and there's just some doubling on the back. Again, very apparent on the horse. On the right photo, it's again probably in the horse's mane, I believe, but there's some doubling along this line. So these have an unknown value, but on eBay there's an MS64 example up for about $100. So I think that these ones are pretty valuable, though I could be wrong on that. Number 3 is the 2005 Minnesota Reverse error backs. There's actually a lot of different errors associated with this coin. There's some doubling, extra trees, but I'll just go through 2 examples that we found here. So first, take a look at this photo. The tree is normal, but if you look at the one on the left, there's some clear doubling indicated by these arrows in this tree. On this example, before, there's no space in between the trees, but again, on this one, there's an extra tree here. So these errors, depending on their severity, are at the very minimum, they're worth about $25 to $35, but there's many examples selling on eBay for between $150 and $200. So definitely take a second look at your Minnesota quarters. Number 2, you probably thought was going to be something else, but this is probably the most well-known famous state quarter error. It is the Wisconsin 2004 D extra leaf. There's a regular leaf, which on the computer is the top example, where there's no leaf after this pretty thick one in the reverse. On the bottom, and in these two pictures, you see one with a low leaf extending to the left, and one with a higher one, a thin high one, on the right. So definitely look at these, look for these in your change. They're relatively picked through because a lot of people know about this error, but at the worst, it'll be worth about $75 and can go up to $200 or more. And this last one, before I go to it, I'm just going to say it's pretty unclear about the value. It's been around for about 8 years. I had never heard of it, but then one of these examples sold for a fair amount of money, so I'm going to flip to it. It's a 2009 D Washington, D.C. Double Die reverse. It's an extremely prominent clear doubling in the Ellington, I believe it's Duke Ellington, on the piano below the ELL. Instead of simply being doubled on top of it, it actually is at an angle, about a 30 to 25 degree angle, going below the Ellington. That's the forefront of the back picture. So there have been so few of these found or sold, and there was very little information about it online, but I did hear of a variety that sold for about $1,200. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to find that type of money, but if you can take a look at one of these and see that it's the Double Die reverse, for sure pick it out, and I'd recommend that you get it graded. That being said, the DC 2009, especially Denver mint, I believe, is an extremely low mintage. So it's not like a Wisconsin coin where lots of people will be able to find these errors. It's a low mintage coin with a really prominent doubling. So again, if you can find one of these in good condition, you could be seeing prices of above $1,000. So that concludes my presentation. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm planning on doing similar videos for different denominations and designs of US coins, and I hope to see you in my other videos. I have a variety of videos like coin roll hunting. I'm going to try to do some bank strap searching, coin information, foreign coin lot unboxings, proof set unboxings. So there's a bunch of different things on my channel, but that being said, I'd really appreciate it if you took a minute to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment your thoughts. Thanks, and have a great day.